Hi guys, Nina here. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to line up the Stitched Peonies stamp set. This new set in our Stitched series works best when used with a stamp positioning tool such as a MISTI. This set contains one big fluffy peony and a flower bud with stems. When you get your set, you will find this line-up guide with small numbers on there printed on a separate acetate sheet in the packaging. The acetate sheet the stamps are on, right out of the packaging, does not have the numbers. I suggest storing your stamps on the line-up guide with numbers and use the original acetate sheet that does not have the numbers to help you line up, because it's cleaner and easier to see. This set is actually one of the easy ones to line up. There are 5 layers for each flower. Layer 1, 2, and 3 are for the petals, 4 for the center of the flower. There is no center for flower B, so there is no B4 in this set. 1 for the lightest shade of petals, 2 for the medium shade, and 3 for the darkest shade of petals. Layer 5s are the leaves and stems for the flowers. Let me show you how I line them up. The inks I'm using are distress inks: Worn Lipstick, Abandoned Coral, and Candied Apple. I first stamped layer 1 for flower A in the lightest red shade, Worn Lipstick. One thing to remember is that all the layers on the line-up guide is already straightened for lining up. So the first thing that you'll do with each layer is to rotate it to the same angle as what's printed on the acetate sheet. And then everything will have a place to fit in, like the petals here. The small numbers on the line-up guide will help you anchor your image. We have stamped layer 1, and we're trying to line up layer 2 to it. See the number 2s on the A1 layer, especially the one I'm pointing at right now. That is my anchor point to feed layer 2 to layer 1. I use the label sheet to help me align the little crosses, and then align the stamp to the crosses on the label sheet. My label sheet is too big that I couldn't close the lid, so I cut the images apart. If you use a regular MISTI or plan better by stamping a little bit more to the left, you probably wouldn't have this problem. And anyway, this is our second layer. Now move on to layer 3. Rotate it to the same direction as shown on the line-up guide. Everything fits into its place. Line it up, pick it up, and stamp. Very pretty, right? Layer 4, the flower center. I used Wild Honey Distress Oxide ink. We have 3 leaves for flower A, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 on the bottom right. I will put all 3 stamps on the lid and stamp them together. I mixed 2 colors on these leaves by stamping them in Pickup Feather first and then Lucky Clover on top. Move on to the flower bud. We'll again start with layer 1. Layer 2 is where the line-up guide really comes in handy. See the number 2s are at the very bottom of the B1 layer. That is where we'll line up our B2 layer. Layer 3 for the darkest shade, and Pickup Feather plus Lucky Clover for the leaves. Here's a quick comparison for the different ink choices I made. I used ink colors that has more contrast on the right, which was what I stamped in the beginning of this video. I like both options. I'm stamping quickly the sentiment from the set. Just a note, with enough room for the matching dies to cut them out. I like matching dies, so then I have the freedom to arrange the flower elements to the position I like. I spent some time arranging the elements, and I thought of using the embroidery hoop die that we have earlier, released in July, I think, but decided on the patched layers on Lacy Layers 2 die. So this is the patched layers, and the scalloped layer is from our Lacy Layers 2. And here is my finished card and the inks I used on this card. I really like the ink combination. I'm sure I'll make more cards like this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!